Boy. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of SaltMine SMP. I am MrEnvelope. Bam, there we go. Just gotta make sure these things look good, you know? So I've been doing a lot of work over here, as you can see, kind of. Just trying to define the place a little bit more for people. Now, after I finished all of this, I kind of had a realization, whoops, that, one, I think I kind of overdid it with the leaves in the pathway, you know? Like, this whole thing looks awful, you know? I'm not a big fan of the new texture Jerm made for the carpets, but I don't know, they kind of work, you know? I'm thinking, too, I should probably just go ahead and get some more brown. I think brown would look the best over here. If I had to use carpets, I think they're pretty decent lighting, so I'm just going to keep them. And over here, this is a big problem. This spot right here, if you look at this truck, you know, the whole idea of this area is this is like an active working lumber yard, you know, like there is stuff getting done here, you know. This truck, the idea of the truck was that, you know, it picks up logs that are being chopped down over here in this area and it brings them across the bridge onto this road. You see the problem? The road is supposed to be, you know, the path blocks and everything. If a truck were to actually come by over here, it would have like zero room to, you know, do anything, and I kind of ruined that with all these fences and leaves and everything. But to be honest, I think it actually looks pretty okay. Like, it looks fine, but I mean, if this were to be an actual lumber yard, this would not be okay. No truck would be able to drive over here to drop off any wood at all. I mean, like, maybe it would be able to fit through here, but I don't think... Yeah, this definitely wouldn't be a thing. And I tried to put down some pathways and everything. This whole area is supposed to be like a giant type of pathway and whatnot, so people can, you know, come by and pick up their logs. I think it looks pretty good, but I don't know. Something about this giant openness just doesn't seem right, you know? Who knows? Down over here, you might have seen this too. I took out the trees that were here. I replaced them with plank piles, so people can come by and pick up some planks. These are supposed to look like they're all over the place, by the way, you know. Kind of how lumber plank piles look in real life, you know. Just got like logs laying down, or not logs, you know, processed wood and everything. That's what I was kind of trying to go for. Probably put those in there. And I think I did an okay job. I mean, they kind of look like just big masses of wood, but I mean, that's kind of what they are. And I didn't want to make them too neat and tidy because then it just looked like big squares. So I think I did an okay job. And the same idea is here, you know, people come pick up whatever logs they want, or wood types they want. Getting them mixed up. But I think this place is actually coming together. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from here, though. Oh, I need to do this pathway, too. Maybe we'll do that real quick, too. So, yeah, I've been kind of away. I took a little bit of a break from recording, and I feel like I've been having a really hard time getting back into it, you know? I tried to record some TFC. That didn't come out. A lot of the recordings for that, like, came out really poopy, and I ended up trashing a lot of them. And I've been trying to record on here, too. Like, I recorded a couple of wither fights, because I got some beacons for Jerm's spawn town redesign. I got some beacons for that, and I fought some withers. I recorded it, but I didn't like how it came out at all. So I trashed all those, and it sucks. It sucks, because I don't like feeling like this. I felt like this before, and the only way that I know to get over it is to, you know, just keep recording. You know, you'll get back into your swing of things. So that's where I'm kind of at right now. I'm also trying to cut back on, like, using filler words. I've been watching Jerm's videos and everything. he brought it up in his video, and it's something I've known about myself for a while. When I first started doing YouTube stuff, I feel like I was doing pretty well with not saying, you know, and ahs and things like that. But as I've done more YouTube stuff, I feel like it was getting better at one point, but then it kind of got worse, and I started umming and ahhing a lot more. You know, like I don't like it. It makes me feel like I get annoyed whenever I go to edit my videos because I'm watching it and I'm like, every other word I'm saying is and I'm sure I'm doing it now. It's just something I do, I guess, and I don't like it. So I'm trying to actively not do it as much, but as I think about it, it's making me do it more, and it's all bad times. See, just did it again. So this whole pathway design right here, I don't know, I kind of just threw this together when I first started this whole area. It's not the best, and it's really inconsistent too. If you look over here, there's, you know, really thick patches of podzol, but as you go a little further down, it kind of like spreads out a little more. It's not because I don't have enough podzol, it's mostly because, I don't know, I kind of was swapping ideas and designs around, and I kind of never figured out which one I liked more. I think I like this one a little less, because it makes it look way more busy. But if you look over here, it still looks busy, but like in a different way, like there's not enough going on. Or maybe it looks busy because of all the texture that the coarse dirt has. I went through and I tilled some of the soil around here, hoping that would help soften it up a little. It kind of did, but not too much. So I'm kind of stuck with path designs. I could probably take this whole thing out, add something completely different, and I'm sure it would look a lot better. But let's go ahead and just put the rest of this stuff in here. See, when it's near the grass, the green carpet looks fine, but when it's in the middle of the path, I think it'd probably be best to use brown wool. So I need to go get some more brown wool. I'll do that later, though. I think we've spent enough time here. The whole project is, I think, coming along pretty well, you know. I added another machine over here. It's a forklift. You can kind of see it. I don't know if I've showed you guys yet. Down over here, I named it Ladybug because it was... This orange is kind of reddish to me, and the orange-red reminds me of ladybugs, and because that guy over there is named Pinsir, that's a Pokemon, by the way, I went ahead and named this one Ladybug because Ladybug's also a Pokemon. I figured might as well keep the theme together. Don't know what we'll call this one. It doesn't have a license plate yet. Probably Heracross. But that's just too big of a name. But I also added, you know, just more open path blocks over here to make it look like this whole area is constantly being run over with, you know, different machines and everything. The next bit of work that I want to do in the whole lumberyard area is work over here. Make it look more like there's active trees coming down, you know? And I want to plant... I want to put like a few different saplings around so, you know, people get an idea of what they can do over here, because this area is to plant down a bunch of trees and then, you know, cut them down in case down over there it's completely empty. But let's go ahead and get out of here. I want to show you guys something over at the house. Alright guys, we are over here in the dinosaur land that Saha made. He basically turned this swamp into like a big prehistoric mess, and I love it. He even made tar pits and everything right here. Why am I moving so fast? I have Depth Strider, that's why. I feel like I haven't played vanilla in a while, but that's completely not true. But anyways, we're over here because it's really close to our new spawn chunks. We moved them over this ocean because Chills wanted to make the iron farm over in an ocean, and you know, we were planning on moving it anyway, so the spawn chunks are here now. This is a new setup that I think Jerm made. He made a sand generator in the end, and I guess it shoots sand into the portal, and then everything that goes through the end portal from the end pops up over here now instead of over there right in the middle of that castle town that we have over there, which is great because I didn't like where the ender pearls were coming through. But basically, right here is where we need to also, or not like right there specifically, right around here is where we need to set up an item sorter, so it'll separate the different types of sand, because he has sand coming in here. And then we also need to separate ender pearls that get shot through here, because my big plan for the server, it's not really a big plan, set up a tunnel system that goes, underground and everything. It'll go through here. It'll come through somewhere around here. I was thinking over here somewhere. Basically have like a big storage area for ender pearls. That way we don't have to go to the end in case we ever need ender pearls. I feel like right now at this point in the server, ooh, shooting star, no one's really short on ender pearls. Like, we've all been to the end a few times, to pick some up. And if you're like me, I usually stock up on a bunch too. But basically, I'd still like to have a big place set up for big ender pearl storage, and then you can also just come here to pick some up instead of having to go all the way to the end. I think it'd be a good idea, and I remember the Hermits did it on their Season 3 world, and I really like that idea, so we're going to set that up. Was that another shooting star? God, there's so many. So I had went into spectator mode, looking for a place to build, and I think we're going to do it either here, or we're going to do it up here. I'm leaning more towards right here because it has more hill, and I need to do a lot of redstone behind it. I've already messed with it in creative. It's not that the build itself needs a lot of redstone, but what I plan to do with it requires a lot of redstone stuff, and I have to hide it. Or I don't have to, but I'd like to, because, it'd look ugly to just have a bunch of wiring and things like that around. So I think we're... Oh, or we could do it right here and then use this mountain. Maybe we'll do it right here. I think right here would be better. Oh, there's creepers everywhere. Let's get out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up. I'm going to set up the shell of the build, because I have a feeling this episode is going to go on for a while because of how much I have to do. We're going to get working on the build before we start moving like all the piping and everything, because I need to have a place to actually send everything. So I'm going to go collect some materials, because I need to do that. I'm going to set up a little outline and foundation, get out of here, and I'll meet you guys back once we're ready to start doing some stuff. Oh snap, check it out, guys. This is going to be the Ender Bank. It's not really going to be a bank, but more just like a big storage place like I had mentioned before. And I think it looks kind of cool, right? The whole, all the builds over here they're not supposed to be modern, but I think that was kind of like the idea, to make the builds here a little more modern, because everywhere else they're, kind of old-fashioned and whatnot. I tried to do that over here, so that's why it's like super flat and square, but I still want to add a few things around here to make it not so clean. Like maybe, I don't know, add something, But I feel like I've done enough to bring you guys in and show you what's up, what my plans are. Oh man, who knows where I left off on that last bit. I realized that I was trying to explain a lot of redstone stuff and having to cut around a lot, so I might have just skipped a lot of it. I don't know, I haven't edited anything yet, but I have most of everything set up. We have ender pearls coming from the farm, all the way underground. This is Jerm's sand farm, by the way. I've never seen one of these, so this is actually really cool. I have no idea how it works, but Jerm does, so, I mean, hey, there you go. So, ender pearls come up here. I had to move the elevator over, and they come by over here. They drop the ender pearls. Let's make sure I don't fall in. They drop the ender pearls right inside the portal. I put a sign there too, so, people don't break it, because there is water here, and if this spills down, then that's going to mess up a lot of Jerm's work, and I don't know how to fix it, so I don't want to have to deal with that. But anyways, yeah, all these pearls are coming down over here, and they're going into the spawn chunks. All the pearls that go through the portal now, they end up over here, and I moved over the spawn chunks ever so slightly over here, just so it was, just out of the way from the iron farm. This will still be loaded and everything, and everything should work. I set up also an item sorter, so that the red sand that Jerm produces and the regular sand that he makes, they don't get sucked into the whole ender pearl system over here, and then you can kind of see it down below. I made this tunnel. It goes all the way down. All the pearls come down here, and they go all the way over to the ender bank. All the pearls that are making their way over to the ender bank come up over here, you know, so people can see, and then they also zip by over here to fill up inside of these chests. There's a bit of hoppers that come down over here into this dropper. I moved the shulker box loader that was right here over here, you know, just so everything's in one spot. Don't really know what we're going to do with this whole area now, but that'll be another thing for another day. But yeah, the dropper is right here. There's an observer block here. And then what this does is you put down a shulker box if you want to quickly load up, like, you know, a whole chest worth of ender pearls, you know, to take to your base or something. It's right here. And how this works is there's an observer block which updates this piston very quickly. It'll push this block down and it'll leave it behind because it moves too fast. And then with this block here, it'll power this comparator, which will have the little clock running all the way down over here, which will power this, what's it called? The dropper. There you go. And then whenever you're done, like it's full or whatever, or you think you have enough, you can just go ahead and break it, and it'll stop shooting things out. And then this will refill with ender pearls and everything. Kind of just how it all works. And hopefully soon I can get this whole place filled up. But guys, I do think that is going to be it for this episode. This has taken a very long time. I mostly wanted to get like the whole functionality of it going. I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time like decorating it now, making it look a little nicer, because I wanted to use these banners you get from the end. I don't know where, but you know, just because these kind of signify the end and whatnot, and then ender pearls and whatever. I didn't want to use the same banners that Jerm had over at the ender shop that I made, or he made. And also, I took down the tower that was here because I realized I had taken a step back and I looked at it. I felt like I completely remade Wee's shop over here. You know, there was a tower for like no reason, and then like some random little clay shop with some decorating blocks underneath, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to copy Wee's shop too much, and it still kind of looks just like it. But hopefully it's different enough. I wasn't intentionally copying, but I definitely see it now, you know, because I was thinking of like a modern build. That one right there is very modern, so sorry, Wee. I'll try to change some things around here too, but like I said, that is going to be it, guys. Let me know what you think of this project. It is kind of a waste. Also, how come those lights aren't working anymore? I had some lights over here. I don't know how much I've shown you guys of the part where I do all the redstone bits. Let's see. Oh, an extra piece of grass got in there. That's pretty weird. Wonder how that happened. But yeah, this should work now. Also, I could close that up too. Let's go ahead and check this out. And there we go. You can see the little light show. Awesome. And then this shouldn't be causing too much lag because the reason this doesn't cause lag is because I put lights here. Normally torches, when they're going on and off, they'll, you know, cause lighting updates, as well as these things right here. I have some more glowstone blocks above this too. Lighting updates are what cause lag whenever, you know, redstone is involved in stuff with like clocks and everything. So hopefully by putting down these lights and stuff and everything, there won't be any lighting updates, because the light level will always be 15 around here, or 14 in this case, so I think we should be fine. But guys, again, this is going to be the end. Oh no! Oh no! Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Sorry for this abomination of an episode. Peace out, guys. Bye.